Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 57. Check. 57.
Blitz now to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 48.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Thomas. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
Edwards now on first and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Short throw into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He finds Roberts, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a first and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Check Mike 54.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Mike 53, Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 120! I know he ain't got it. Please. It's Great 57.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They run with Howard, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson, it's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Ingram, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. To Boyle here over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
81.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Wentz on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Oh, try. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. What? 6-4. Wait. I got you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now in desperation, and got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check back, check back.
Throwing again. Jackson. Eluding the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again to Howard running left. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.